Hello, everyone, and welcome to the second episode of the Rundown Podcast. Welcome back to the Rundown Podcast. I'm your host, John Breeden, along with my co-host, Ben Goldring. Ben, how are you today?
I'm doing good, John. How are you?
I'm doing very well. We did a successful first show.
I would agree with that. It definitely did blow up a lot more than I expected, honestly.
My audio sounds a lot better today. We got a new mic, and not that anybody really cares, but my audio was the shits the last episode, and it's really because we're doing this at Ben's apartment, and I guess just kind of the way this apartment is shaped. Ben sounded so much better because he's facing his back is towards this vent over here. And so I'm kind of facing towards the vent. So that's why my audio, I think, sounded worse. Not that anybody cares, but anyway.
We got it fixed. We
got it fixed.
We can hear you now.
You can hear me now. We did a successful first show. We pissed a bunch of people off, Ben.
Sorry.
Actually, we only pissed one person
Sorry.
off. More you than me.
We'll get to that later.
We're going to get into that later. That's the main event of this show. So first I want to talk about today, our buddy Caleb, our good buddy Caleb, he's in our fantasy football league, and he's made this bet that whoever finishes last in our league has to eat. Is it a Carolina Reaper? Is that what it's called?
It's a Reaper, yeah.
Okay, now how hot is it?
Give me 1 second. It's hot to where,
He's looking it up.
Yeah, I'm looking it up. On the Scoville scale, it is 2 million.
Okay, that sounds really hot. I don't know what that means, but that sounds really hot. But anyway, the point of this is he wants us to eat this Reaper, whoever loses. And I think everybody but like him and you, Ben, thinks this is a really dumb idea.
I mean, I think it's totally stupid.
It's a very dumb idea.
But we do need to have a punishment for whoever's last.
Right, but this is an unreasonable punishment, in my opinion. I think Caleb just wants somebody to eat it because he ate it, and he realized it's terrible, and now he wants somebody else to eat it.
Yeah. Were you with us the day when we did it at Klein's?
No, but I saw videos, which is why I don't want to eat it.
No. So, funny story, side note. So, you saw the video of the dude, like the stranger that we gave the Carolina Reaper to,
I did.
right?
You made him cry.
Yeah, no, super funny. We saw him a few days ago.
Oh my gosh.
We were at intramural soccer when we won in the playoffs.
Yeah.
The next game, we saw him.
He should have killed you guys.
he
should have killed you guys.
He was like, he told us he was crying in his bathroom for like the next 20 minutes.
Oh my. Well, the point of this is it actually gave me an idea for a topic today, which is what is the worst shit we've ever eaten before a race? Our worst pre-race meal. Now, Ben, I'm going to go ahead and give you my. Notice that, everybody. My worst thing I've ever eaten before a race.
Whose worst meal?
Belongs to me. We're on the bus, and my buddy had brought Krispy Kreme donuts.
Oh, no.
Krispy Kreme donuts, and I was like, man, those look really good. So I ate one, and then I ended up eating 3 more. I had 4 Krispy Kreme donuts.
And he brought a dozen box.
A dozen, yeah.
Dude.
And I think he ate like 4 too. So I had 4 Krispy Kreme donuts. Ben, what about you? What is the worst shit you've ever eaten before a cross-country race? Or track, too?
I mean, I made the mistake before I understood it. I've done burgers. When I was like a freshman in high school, I definitely remember doing a burger a few times, and I remember then racing and regretting it. But I don't necessarily make that mistake that as much when racing. It's more when I'm like doing a casual run where like I just won't eat right. Like literally today, I had a bowl of pasta from Bistro because I needed to get food. An hour later, I go out to do a workout. I felt that pasta the entire way, and it was not a good feeling.
Yeah. So that was the worst shit you've ever eaten?
I mean, I've definitely done that. I have done, one time I did Eggo waffles and syrup.
Ugh.
And dry Eggo waffles aren't a bad thing.
That's still not as bad as Krispy Kreme donuts.
I've never done donuts. I've never done that, but the syrup was not a good idea.
I've had coffee before a race. I wonder if people do that.
Yeah, and then I've also...
I feel like that's fine.
Coffee depends on how, like, the timing, because if you can get it all out in time, then you'll be fine.
Yeah, but, like, in the morning before a race, like, if you race at, like, 12 or 1.
Oh,
drink coffee at like 8.
But if you're racing,
probably fine. If you're racing soda, if you drink it anywhere in like 12 hours before your race, like you'll still feel it.
Literally, just don't do anything acidic the day of a race. At UNC, I had too much fruit.
Too much fruit. Ooh, I ate a lot right before that meet. Do you remember the what was it, the breakfast buffet we had?
Yeah,
I ate the shit out of some, like, I had bacon.
And
like biscuits. And I think there were pineapples there too. Oh man, I pigged out.
I was gonna go for their eggs. I tried them. They were not good.
Those eggs did look bad. I remember them now. They were
liquidy. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, those were gross. Mm-hmm. So yeah, anyway, that's the worst shit we've ever eaten before a race. So thanks, Caleb, for the idea for a topic. But I'm still not eating a pepper.
You won't have to. It'll be Blake.
It will be Blake. But if it's me, I'm still not eating it. Only Caleb thinks this is a good idea. So Halloween is this weekend. Halloween here at JMU. Ben, what are you going as for Halloween?
So I have 2 costumes right now. The first one, I'm still waiting on some pieces, but it's going to be Forrest Gump.
Oh my gosh!
I'm literally like emulating the running scene where he's doing that big run. Yeah. So I already have like the wig and the beard.
Oh yeah.
I have the Bubba Gump hat. I have like a yellow collared shirt because he was wearing yellow for part of it. I'm still waiting on red shorts and like knee-high socks, which are in the mail. They'll get here soon. I'm going to be Forrest Gump for one of them.
Oh my god. Okay, so I've cut you off. So I went to Disney World a couple years ago, like 4 or 5 years ago, and we went to this restaurant. I forget what the restaurant was called, but they had like all these different costumes from like all these famous movies, and they had Forrest Gump's like costume,
like the legit one.
Yeah, from his run where he was like running across the country, and they had like like his shoes, his like white shirt, everything.
Dang.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. But yeah, so you're going Forrest Gump, and then what else? You have 2 costumes.
The second one is this is the one I'm gonna wear. Forrest Gump's for Friday. Saturday, I'm gonna be a mountain man, which is basically
a lumberjack.
No.
Oh.
I'm gonna be like basically what I'm trying to emulate is like someone that's like living in what like kind of like either the Rockies or the Appalachian in like early 1800s before like the move out west. Like so you're kind of isolated in the forest, but like I have like a longer tan shirt, a belt. I have this. What gave me the idea for it was I had like this wide brim hat with like a feather in it that I really wanted to use. I didn't want to do a cowboy because everyone does cowboy. So I wanted to be different. So I'm doing Mountain Man.
That totally fits you, honestly. Like
it kind of
you're in the outdoor adventure club. Like you're the only one who knows how to camp. Oh, you pissed the freshman off too. I forgot about that.
I'm pissing off everyone.
You did. Well, we're still gonna get to that. So for me, for Halloween, I am going as the former 2-division UFC lightweight champion, the notorious Conor McGregor. And I am going as Conor McGregor because, number one, I'm a huge Conor McGregor fan, and 2, everybody calls me McGregor. It's my nickname. I'm not even sure why, but, like, you know. I mean, I know why.
You know why.
I know why.
That's not a question.
You know, some people actually, they only refer to me as McGregor.
Who?
Like some people on the team, some people use it kind of interchangeably. Like they'll be like, "Hey John," or "What's up, McGregor?" But like some people just strictly call me McGregor.
Literally, your name on my phone and Snapchat. I literally just made it McGregor and put an Irish flag on you.
That's sick. That's sick. Yeah, no, I mean I don't mind it. It's a cool name, but some people just strictly call me McGregor. All right, Ben. So as I mentioned, we pissed a lot of people off. So you, in our first episode, said. Basically, I'm paraphrasing, but you said the freshmen can't camp.
Yeah, I did.
Now, I did mention, though, I mean, no offense to the freshmen, but, like, you're the only one who knows how to camp. So that excludes freshmen, sophomore, that excludes everybody.
I hope I'm not the only one who knows, like, how, like at least the basics.
Yeah, I mean, but also you have to define know how to camp.
I mean,
you had to set up everybody's tent.
That's where
you just know how to set up tents.
My definition was like if you know how to camp, you're able to set up the tents. And the E-Rec tents they're not the best tents, not the worst. And if you don't know how how to do them, they can be hard to set up for the first time. Heck, our buddy Sean thought it was inside out the first time we were camping with him.
Oh,
he literally was looking at the tent and I'm like, this is inside out. But I think I I had to help, I think.
Sean was a freshman at the time too, by the way.
I'm still treating him.
And you were a freshman.
I was a freshman, but I knew I knew what I was doing. Yeah. But anyways, I had to help out, I think, about 2 or 3 different groups with either setting up or taking down their tents. And I'm like, have we never done camping before? I know it's a new tent, but they all work the same way. Poles go over top. You connect them. Rain flag goes over top. Not difficult.
So now were all these groups the freshman groups?
This was like a month ago. I don't remember.
Oh, well, see, I think that's why they're mad, because you singled them out.
No, one of them was definitely a freshman group, because one of them I know Jordan was with. I know for a fact Jordan and Carly were in one of them. The second, I know for a fact one. The second one, I'm not positive because I don't remember. But definitely one.
Oh, man. Well, okay. So it's safe to say that, it's not just the freshmen.
What if I just say Jordan can't camp?
Jordan can't camp. Well, there we go. All right, Ben.
Hi.
So it is time for the main event. You called out the one Jack Clutch Tate. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you said, so I actually had to go back.
Wait. Clutch?
Jack Clutch Tate. We'll get to that. We're addressing you first.
Wait. Okay, whatever.
No. So you said, we were talking about the T-Rex guy at the UVA meet, the guy who was dressed up in the T-Rex suit, which, by the way, he has this awesome YouTube documentary video out and documenting his day as a T-Rex. And so we mentioned how he beat a few people, and we mentioned he beat Tate and Josh, and you mentioned the T-Rex beat Tate because Tate is Tate.
Yeah, I did.
So, Ben, I'm going to give you, the floor is yours. I'm going to allow you to address the one Jack Clutch Tate. What did you mean when you said Tate is Tate?
So
the floor is yours.
Okay, so I think, my reaction to what you said about Tate being clutch, I think says it all. I don't believe Tate is clutch, and that's one. He was hanging back with Josh, which is respectable, but a T-Rex beat you, man.
Well,
and then there's also,
to be fair, look, I can't laugh because I feel like that T-Rex was probably not too far behind me. So
no, there was a good gap. There was a good few minutes between you and the T-Rex, and then
I can pride myself a little.
I have seen Jack Tate's bets as well. Not always the best bets. I remember at the start of the football season, I think in Thursday Night Football, he was 0 for 4 for a while. Wouldn't you agree with that?
Well, he is a New York Giants fan, and they lost.
Another reason why he's not clutch.
No, well, hear me out. Okay, so I think when I first came to the team, when I didn't know Tate, everybody kept telling me, "Oh, Tate's not clutch. Tate's not clutch," and I'm like, "Oh man, Tate's really not clutch." Okay, I think he's a little clutch. I got resented for this. How could you think Jack Tate's clutch? He's not clutch, and I stand my ground. I still think Jack Tate is clutch, and here's why. Okay. Number one, he booked the hotel for UNC. That was a nice hotel.
It was a nice hotel. I will give him credit for that. That was definitely, I gave him some clutch points.
Yeah, that was a nice little gesture. He was also part of my kickball team a couple of weeks ago where we crushed the other team, which was in part due to my excellent third base coaching. But regardless, he was on my team.
But how does that make him clutch? You could have carried him.
No, but he made some good plays.
Okay.
I mean, he scored some points. He made some good plays, yeah. So that's another reason. The other reason, at our Olympic competitions a couple of weeks ago, Tate's team won. And I do recall his teammates chanting Tate is clutch during one of the competitions.
They also choked to another team during Civil War. And they also, I think, choked in Stack Cup, too.
But they won overall, didn't they? Didn't they win?
They did win overall, but I remember my team beat them in Stack because they choked. And then they choked in Civil War later on.
Oh.
So they choked twice. And then, yeah, I think they may have choked one more time, but I think it was only twice. But
one way or the other, his team won, though.
That's true.
His team won. Now, allow me to explain this. So, this doesn't even have to do with whether he's clutch or not. But the consensus for the team is everybody says he's not clutch, right? Mm-hmm. So I did a poll. I did 2 polls, actually.
Whoa!
2 polls in our cross-country group chat.
When was this?
One of them, it doesn't have the date. But one of them, I asked, is Tate clutch? Now, 14 people did vote no, and no won, but 11 people voted yes. My other poll, I said, is Tate clutch. Now, 11 people voted no, and they won, but 9 people voted yes. So you could say it's very much a mixed reaction.
It is a mixed reaction.
To whether or not Tate is clutch or not.
I'm on the no side. You're on the yes side.
Yeah, I'm on the yes side.
You see, I do stand by Tate's not clutch. What can convince me, and I want to see if he'll do this, is if he makes a Super Bowl pick now, and he turns out to be right, then he's clutch in my eyes.
A Super Bowl pick.
If he can do that and be right. Because that would be big time clutch.
I mean, who are you picking for the Super Bowl?
See, I made a pick at the start of the season, and if I share it, I'm going to look like an idiot.
Man.
I haven't picked out who. If I had to pick teams now, I'd probably go with the Bills.
No.
And the Rams.
The Bills and the... Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I would probably go with the Cardinals, honestly. Aren't they still undefeated?
They are still undefeated.
I'd probably go with the Cardinals. I don't know, though. Then they kind of seem overrated if they're still undefeated right now.
No, they played tonight against the Packers.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That big game is tonight.
Yeah, the Cardinals' schedule is...
So this may not age well because we're recording this on Thursday, and it probably won't go up till Friday. So if the Cardinals lose, this is not going to age well.
Fingers crossed they win.
Fingers crossed they win. But yeah, so any other comments about Tate, Ben? Anything else you want to address?
Sorry, Tate, you're on clutch. You know what I feel like? You know, like how like first Tate. I feel like we're on like a Skip and Shannon first Tate,
Shannon.
PTI. Like we're having this debate. We're just a lot more tame.
We are a lot more tame than like Skip and Shannon or Stephen A. Smith.
I'll pull out my Stephen A. side. Be like, this is
blasphemous. This is blasphemous.
How dare you?
Anyway, well, we will get Tate on at some point so he can address your comments face to face. We need to have this happen. But
I feel like that conversation might happen in person, and if it does, we'll need to get this on video just to see what happens. We'll get an audio recording of it.
Absolutely.
Because it will happen soon.
All right, so that's going to conclude this second episode of the Rundown Podcast. Go ahead and leave in the comments whether or not you think Jack Tate is clutch or not. We want to know. Is he clutch? Is he not clutch? We want to know. Leave it in the comments. And hey, if you like this podcast, go ahead and hit the like button, hit subscribe, hit the little bell button, so then every time we pop up on YouTube, it'll pop up in your notifications. And follow us on Instagram as well at @the_run_down podcast. And so follow us there. We keep updates on all of our videos and such. So yeah, that's going to be it. Anything else, Ben?
2 things, Tate not clutch, and you sound like every single YouTuber at the end there.
Well, hey, I'm trying to be professional. All right, so that's it. Happy Halloween, everybody. Stay safe.
Have a great weekend.
We'll talk to you again soon.